A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run right side with Hunt. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Quick throw caught by Godwin. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 11. It's caught on the right side at Smith. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McQueen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. McQueen rolling to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. McQueen on the move to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Touchdown, Vikings! Boy, the word with Dalvin Cook is explosiveness. I'm not sure there's anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does, and he put it to good effect there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McQueen. He's going to find Gallup here complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Off the play fake. McQueen, he'll buy some time right. Airing it out deep for Smith. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem? Every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this one complete to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's complete, right back in the hands of Smith. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Left side, Cook. And some room to work. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage.
These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They'll run with Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Lions nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination, but they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Off the bootleg, McQueen. That's complete. It's Bell. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's a second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. McQueen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by Jordan Willis.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The
offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Running for it, here's Cook. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Cook. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They try again with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0.
Lions, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which you also have to guard again.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. McQueen. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Off play action. McQueen. Caught here by Bell. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. Now the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Second and 5. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault.
The first down pass. Complete to Laviska Shenault. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and 1.
And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Complete to Calvin Cook. 2 yards on the play. First down, Vikings.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll dump this off to Cook. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make this a second down.
Gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 45-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
2 yards. And it's third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Following the good run by Cook, here's another first and 10. He'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. 7 yards, the pickup there. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Vikings 31, Lions nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
McKenzie now from his end zone.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Forced out to his left.
He's got his man. It's Gallup.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. In your face.
To throw on second down. McQueen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On first down, McQueen
Swings this out for Hunt.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. First and 10 at the 19. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll look to throw again. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A gain of 3. Brings up second.
Back to throw again. And this is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
44, 46, smash, check, smash. Ricky. 44 is the mic. Hey, check. Stop. 18, rattling. Mike's Get ready.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Lions are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They'll set up a throw. It's caught. Smith. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he will be out of bounds, well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Now a dump off here, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McQueen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On 1st and 10, McQueen. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Gonna take a shot for Gallup.
And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 3rd down. McQueen steps away to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
From the gun, McQueen. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker.
It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
Incomplete. It's a turnover on downs.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McQueen. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
At the 26-yard line.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23.
It was Alton Robinson that time on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. On now comes the Lion offense. They'll be asked to go for 2 here. Following the fumble recovery, McQueen. And it's incomplete. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Second down, they go right back to Cook. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory.